boy, Youngshinobi Super, and today we're back with a brand new video. This time we're into Cell vs. Metal Sonic. Dragon Ball versus Sonic the Hedgehog Death Battle. If you like these videos, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Like always, before the video start, if you didn't see Frieza versus Megatron, it will be on the card. Or Bowser versus Eggman will be on the card too. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe like always. Hit the bell button for more videos like this. Enjoy the video.
Run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
This match was definitely going to cook. Wow, I like the animation.
Salutations, Dr. Robotnik.
And the remix of Cell's theme.
Bring me your strongest fighter or face...
Okay. Cell cannot come up here being cocky.
Perfect.
Okay, I gotta say, the bars are hard on this song. So far, they start off with clones with that three-piece combo. Okay. Metal playing his card smart. So far, let's Cell combo real quick.
Does a machine like yourself ever experience fear?
Oh god. Cell's being cocky, just like Vegeta did. That metal Overlord model is so damn clean. That's clean. I gotta say, Death Battle had done an amazing job on this animation. So far, this has been cooking. This looks like the evil spirit balls from Xenoverse 2 reference.
You're dealing with the ultimate life form.
Now that was a badass line, be honesty. But Cell, you need to stop being cocky and take this fight seriously.
Already possess his data. Observe chaos.
Spam that combo. And he learned from his mistakes with Bowser. Ooh. Took your arm and your combo. Took everything from you. Word to word, bar to bar. I took your flow, your combo, everything.
Now I know everything about you, insect.
And steal your pose. Like I said, I copy everything from you. So far, this fight has been pretty good and intense. Shout out to Tien Shinhan.
Don't you dare.
Try being on the head. Super perfect Cell. The animation is so clean. Bro.
I am not just the greatest warrior in the universe.
Cell is spitting this line.
If you are all of them, then so am I.
Oh.
I'll never lose to a machine like...
The same pose that you lost to Gohan. Cell literally got cooked. by Metal Sonic in this fight. This was a good dramatic finish.
I'll crush you.
Ooh! Now that was a badass line.
KO! So now Metal's got all the powers of the Chaos Emeralds
By merging
and
all
Z Fighters?
the information
Well,
from
that world
Sonic
took.
and the
Our
Dragon Ball
Cell may have been
universe.
one of the greatest threats in Dragon Ball Z, but Eggman's greatest creation ultimately proved too much for him. Let's break this down into
This
4
fight
categories:
was
strength, speed,
absolutely
abilities, and
cooked.
adaptation.
First up, who was the strongest? Well, it's no surprise that any version of Cell was gonna be
The
way
only
more
version they
powerful than
used
base
is
Metal
from Dragon
or
Ball
Neo.
Z
Even
version
just
of
using
Cell.
the manga, blowing up a solar system is far beyond the level of power output Metal can match.
Without his stronger forms. With them, the power gap entirely reversed. Not only could Metal
In my honest opinion about this fight, this was absolutely cooking. Metal was fully ready to take down Cell, and Cell was so cocky in the end, believing he had it on the rope, but Metal copied everything.
match Cell's solar system busting or scaling from Frieza, but he could surpass it with the universe-destroying power of the Emerald.
Okay,
Hang
that
on,
information
Wiz.
was
Those
in reference to
Namekians said
Sonic
Cell
colors
was
on the
strong enough to
DS.
threaten a universe on his own.
They did, but they didn't specify how, and there's nothing suggesting he could destroy it in one go, especially since it's only brought up theoretically and without any time frame.
Even being generous and assuming he could just blow it up, final bosses like Time Eater and Solaris can destroy the wider
Whoa,
multiverse,
okay,
and
that's
Super
a
Neo Metal can
multiversal
scale them.
level.
Metal Sonic takes the edge in strength.
And with Sonic characters being known for their speed, you might think that was an easy win for Metal.
And his
Nah,
max speed
that
and
was-
super
that was
form
good.
should be comparable to entities like the Time Eater, who in
Shout out
Shadow
to Sonic
Generations
Generation.
can destroy entire universes in seconds by using the radius of the observable universe. We can
Okay,
estimate the Time
interesting.
Eater's destructive wave traveled at about 180
That
quadrillion
animation
times faster
was
than light.
absolutely
Certainly impressive,
cooking.
but let's compare that to Goku's flight from heaven to hell shortly after the Cell games, which covered roughly a universe in distance
Like,
of approximately 180 quadrillion times faster than light.
Okay, the
Right,
same
just
one.
like Time Eater. The difference, though, was that Goku was in his base form, way slower than Super Saiyan 2 Gohan or Super Perfect Cell.
Factoring in
Okay.
Super Saiyan multipliers, Super Perfect Cell can move upwards of 100 times
We never
faster
got
than
that thing
and
full
so
Super
100
Perfect
times
Cell.
faster than Metal Sonic. Somehow, Cell takes the edge in speed. You know,
Okay.
the thing Metal was designed for.
Wasn't expecting that. Let's see if any of their abilities could tip the scales.
They shared many of the same powers, like telekinesis, force fields, and energy projectiles. Of note,
Yes.
though, Cell's regeneration was clearly superior, able to fully heal from a single cluster of microscopic cells.
On top of that, Cell Saiyan genes would let him grow in
Nearly
power every
gave
time he almost
that was
died.
the-
And his Cell Juniors gave him the
Bro,
numbers advantage.
that was
And considering Super
packing.
Neo Metal had a time limit, Cell
That
would
was
have
cooking.
a big advantage in a battle of attrition.
But with Chaos Control, that became a lot tougher.
Cell and his juniors had no way to deal with Metal boosting his speed or stopping time, something that countered Cell's speed advantage and left him open. And with Silver's psychokinesis, or the Emerald spatial distortion, Metal could seriously impair Cell's healing.
So it helped that Cell could fall back on his martial arts abilities in a pinch.
Despite effectively being a newborn, Cell's genetic
Dang,
instincts
bro,
allowed
this
him to
is cooking.
best Earth's most skilled warriors back to back to back.
Metal may have copied Eggman's brains, but he definitely isn't as good of a fighter. The Sonic heroes haven't trained like the
Okay,
Z Fighters, and Metal's
interesting.
been beaten by all of them a bunch of times. So all that in mind, abilities is roughly a
Okay.
wash.
Which leaves us with the one thing they're both known for, their capability to evolve and become more powerful in response to their opponents, aka their adaptation.
And frankly,
So
that's
far,
where this
that
back and
Metal
forth
was
completely
going
breaks.
from
Because at the
being
end of the day,
got beaten
Metal
by
can cut
Zero
the Cell,
from
but
the
Cell
MVP
can't
in the
absorb
last
Metal.
Cell's
Bowser
ability to
vs.
physically absorb an
Eggman,
opponent is primarily viable
and
against
now
foes
he
can
won
match
his
or
first
overpower.
fight.
Even if he took Metal by surprise, he can't absorb fully inorganic robots like Android 16.
Cell was only able to absorb androids 17 and 18 because they were primarily organic.
They were
They're actually
technically
more like
half humans.
cyborgs and are only called
Half
androids. in the
androids
English
and half
translation.
human.
Metal, on the other hand, can copy a target's biodata through only a few seconds of direct eyesight, something he could easily accomplish during a time stop.
And using it on Cell means he wouldn't just get Cell's powers, but the powers of all of the Z Warriors too.
Remember, Metal's copying applies to abilities that fundamentally affect his own biology, like Espio's invincibility or Chaos's liquid body. Nothing Cell has would be off limits, especially
Okay.
given all of Cell's powers were genetically encoded in the first place. Quite literally, biodata.
This was
Cell's Saiyan
cool.
power-ups? Copied. Cell's regeneration?
Copied.
Cell's key techniques? Believe it or not, copied.
Chaos Emeralds are described as being able to produce life energy, similar to
But
Ki.
they can,
So there's a
but they
precedent
had
for
to.
him being
I
able
think
to
there are
replicate Cell's
50
powers.
rings in the
And
game.
at this point,
If
there's
you
nothing
drain the
stopping
50
Metal
rings
from,
up,
say,
it's over.
stopping time and using a Kamehameha to vaporize him at a cellular level, just like Gohan did.
Cell might be able to do anything the Z fighters
Shout
know
out
how to
to
do,
him.
but that's not gonna help him, cause Metal can do anything Cell knows how to do. Strange, isn't it?
Cell doesn't have any options to retaliate that Metal wouldn't also possess, including any of his previous
Overall,
advantages.
I have to
Metal's
say
copy ability
this
is just
episode
that
was
overpowered.
absolutely
Oh,
was
just now I
cooking.
get why they called it Sonic CD.
And why's that?
Cell
Shout out to the
died.
death battle. Shout out to the animation.
You get it?
That was absolutely was
CD?
cooking.
Where's where you go?
Shout out to-
back. Next time on
On
Death Battle.
DB Art. Oh my God, we're getting it. The My Hero fandoms are getting it. This gonna be absolutely gonna be peak.
Subscribe and
Bakugo
join us
versus
member to see
Rize.
more Death Battle.
My Hero
Thanks for watching.
Academia versus Chainsaw Man. Thanks for watching. If you like these videos, like, comment, and subscribe like always.
Get enough
Peace out.
stars.